Hey there, it's George Ira Carroll, and I want to share a story with you, if I may. So, if you can imagine, in the French Revolution, way back in the day when they used to use the guillotine to chop off heads, there was an attorney, a doctor, and an engineer who were ready to get beheaded. And so, as they stayed in line, the attorney was up first. And the attorney, wanted to be proud, wanted to be strong, wanted to be bold. And so the executioner, if you can imagine, he has this, dark mask on, and he's getting ready to kill this guy, kill this attorney. And he asked the attorney, blindfold on or blindfold off? And the attorney says, very proudly, he says, blindfold off. And he says, head down or head up? And the attorney says, head up. So as you can imagine, he's got his head sort of like this, if you can see it, and the guillotine is kind of up there getting ready to come down. So the executioner is behind the attorney, and so he slashes the rope that's holding the guillotine. The guillotine comes down and whoosh, but stops 1/2 inch just before it cuts his neck. And so the executioner is just kind of, beside himself. He's a little embarrassed. He said, I just checked this thing this morning. I don't know what's going on. And the attorney, being the diligent person that he is, he says, well, in the book, it says that on page 12 that if there's a problem with the guillotine, if there's a guillotine malfunction, then the person accused gets to walk free. And so surely the executioner opens up to page 12, right? He's reading page 12, and surely enough it says if there is a malfunction with the guillotine that the person accused gets to walk free. So the attorney walks free, and the next person up is the doctor. The doctor wants to stay proud and stay strong, so he gets in there, and the executioner asks him, head up or head down? He says head up. Blindfold on or blindfold off? Blindfold off. And so he gets down in the position, and the executioner, again with his axe, slices the rope that's holding the guillotine. Guillotine comes down and again stops 1/2 inch away from his neck. And at this point, the executioner is just kind of really embarrassed. He's like, gosh, I checked this thing this morning. This should be working. And if you can imagine, the doctor says, well, you got to let me go. And the executioner says, well, rules are rules. So the doctor walks free. So the engineer steps up, and he says that he wants the blindfold off. He says that he wants to keep his head up. He gets in position, and again, the executioner is getting ready to chop that rope that's holding the guillotine, and right as he's in his backswing, the engineer says, wait a minute, I think I see the problem. So looking for problems isn't necessarily the best thing to do all the time. And if we look for problems, we tend to find them, and sometimes can get into a little bit more trouble than we anticipated. Take care, God bless, and see you soon.